All right, well, welcome to Mad Lizard. So, got a new boat on the block. Might have mentioned a couple times, kind of shortly. So this one is completely, different to what I normally do. And so basically, this is a two-stroke RC boat, 48 inches, so basically 4 feet. It's got the 26cc motor in it. I am still currently building it. I got all the rear hardware all done. This is all Speedmaster hardware. I got the rudder off right now, so because of being on the table and stuff like that, a lot of work. Drive shaft is in, cable, flex cable, the fuel system, fuel bank up there is all in. So now I'm going to do an on and off switch into here. So that way I can turn on and off the battery that's in there. And then also I got the exhaust system. That should be coming in the mail here shortly. So, still got water system to do. So, it's been, work in progress for a while here and there. To me, this is something just different. So, to me, it's not electric versus gas. It's not a war or anything like that. What is better? Kind of like, what you hear from like different automotive manufacturers, Chevy, Dodge, Ford, whatever. To me, it's not really about that. What is better or not? Each one's got their pros and cons, electric, gasoline, and nitro, all, pros and cons. Some people like them, some people don't. It goes back and forth, and it could be a big giant war battle. But again, it's just a hobby. It's something to have fun. To me, it was, try something new. I've seen them. I like them. Kind of, a little bit of the noise, stuff like that. Cool factor. But it's just different. Kind of cool to have, both parts of the hobby, the electric, the gas, and, both of them kind of mess around with, play. I do eventually, one of my local clubs, different club, races boats like these. So, that was kind of different, another idea about, getting on the water and doing some racing. I decided to go with known as G Limited. So basically, limited setup. So basically everyone's got to run the same motor, same, size of motor, kind of similar setup, stuff like that. So kind of what I went with. So, basically Zenoa motor, 26cc stock motor. And got the radio box in there like that, propeller that's on its way, and then the hull is made by Rico Racing out of Florida. It's all handmade, fiberglass construction. I had a 31-inch mono hull, loved it from them. Good quality work. Richie does some great work. Very impressed with it. And then I was also working with another guy, Darkwolf RC. And so, he's been kind of helping me a little bit through this. So I want to say thank you to him. He's got all the parts. I was able to order a lot of the parts, for this boat here through him. And, if you're going to do one, he's a good contact, good, where you can get some parts from him. A lot of the stuff that he has can also cross-reference, to other hulls too. If you decide to, do this, it's not everyone's cup of tea. For me, it was just something kind of cool and just different. Wanted to try a different part of the hobby and, say, I got a lot of electrics and this time around and just, got one gas. So, but yeah, so I kind of figured doing this, give it a shot. I went with a two-stroke, figuring that was a little more reliability versus a nitro. I used to have a nitro car back in the day, monster truck, years ago. And I remember like just how stubborn they can be and, tuning, stuff like that. So I figured at least, the two-stroke, weed whacker motor would be a little bit easier and forgiving, for some of the tuning, stuff like that. But, it's just different. So it's not all about what's good or bad or pros and, it's be pros and cons, and each one's got its, preferences. And then where I live out in Washington, some of the lakes here, is no gasoline power, no internal combustion. So, it's only gonna be a kind of a select few places I'm gonna be able to run this one. Versus my electrics. But, again, it's just a cool factor. It's just something different, and I love building boats and just having fun. So I just want to showcase this a little bit. Still got some time, more building on it. It's going to be a little bit, be a while before I get it on the water. But maybe when I get on the water, get a first look at it, video, I'll show you guys. So, but, to me, it so far has been fun in the build. I'm learning through it. This is kind of my first gas boat kind of setup, so bear with me, you guys. You know, I'm kind of learning a little bit through this. You know, I built many electric halls, you know, halls from ground up, adding all electronics, everything in here. So this is kind of slightly a little new, but similar, but kind of not. But it's been fun. You know, that's kind of part of it is, you know, it's learning. I'm learning kind of my way through. Been, you know, asking questions. People have been helping, great stuff like that. But you know, that's how we learn. You just kind of jump right into it and go for it. So, but you know, this is where I'm at right now. Got a little bit more to go, but I wanted to, you know, show you something new that's on the table. All right, well, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe.